Hey folks, Nathan here. If you've been following the last few minutes, you know that we've had quite a time getting this back up and running. I, of course, am Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel. You'll find a lot of Star Wars content here and also PlayStation VR, Let's Plays, and things like that. I'll give you a sense of some of the games. And since there's no new Star Wars content to really put up right now, as I'm waiting on the final release of Rogue One on home video in the US, I figure, hey, might as well jump into PSVR again, and what better thing to do than another of these escape room type scenarios. So we jump back into Dying VR and learned a couple things. One, if you're going to try to live stream this game, don't even bother trying to do it until you are in this room. Because every other step along the way to get into the game, like the title screen, will bounce you back and forth and back and forth. You won't know if it's recording, streaming, or not, in VR or not. Sometimes it'll jump back and forth. It's a freaking mess in that case. So wait till you get into this room. And also, oh, by the way, if you don't manually save, you will not have your progress saved. I finished that first room over here, Awakening Time, the first time I did a live stream. And then I moved today to go into Get Locked Up, and when I first got in here, the door was locked. That's right, I finished, shut off the game, figuring it's saved like every other game just about on the planet, and no, you have to manually save. After going back into it a little bit ago off stream, I blazed through Awakening Time because I remembered how to do it. Now, we can do Get Locked Up, but holy crap, make sure you manually save on Dying Reborn VR. And keep in mind, this is Dying Reborn VR, not just regular Dying Reborn. It is a shorter game, less scenarios, a less coherent story, and the puzzles are slightly switched up from the regular PS4 version. At the time that I bought it, it was not a package deal, so I do not have the regular version, just VR. So we're going into Get Locked Up, and yes, that is locked, not knocked. Closure notice, this hotel will stop business from this day on. It will never open again. Please move out immediately. Like, really? Okay, whatever. It just seems like a hell of a way to notify people. Lockers will be permanently locked soon, so pack your things up as soon as you can. Lockers, and then we have a code 0312. Take your luggage and leave something quick. I think it says quick. Even in PS4 Pro, it's a little tough to see. Alright, so let's go into room 102. This is just sort of our setup room here. We're not actually in the room until it loads us into the scenario. We are playing as someone apparently named Matthew, based on the letter that we found at the end of the first scenario, who is looking for his sister named Shirley. Shirley, he's looking for her. We just had a little bit of a conversation with a really poorly voice-acted woman on the Shadow Woman on the TV, and got out of that first room. We are at this weird hotel. Okay. It's definitely upside down, but I don't have time to care about it. I'm going to assume that his interior thoughts sound a little Trumpish. A strange painting. It's too abstract, so I can't even recognize what has been drawn here. Sad. Alright, and there's nothing behind us, right? Okay, yeah, that's just the door from the room I just came out of. I have a feeling of deja vu when looking at this painting. And there's another one on the floor. A painting fell from the wall. It must have been here to cover the graffiti. Well, okay then. Alright, so we got a fire hydrant thing, which opens and dumps stuff. Nothing we can do with that. Cool. I can pick up a fire hydrant for my inventory, though. That's cool. Doesn't seem to be any kind of interactivity with that, or the other painting, or the light. Wait, what? Radiator's been broken, so it's very cold. Alright, we got a lock. So the only thing I've got is a fire hydrant, so presumably I'm going to go all old school action movie on it. Blizzow. Third time's and it looks like I just threw it away apparently, and it disappeared! But at least I'm in. Okay, fine. As Ernest P. Worrell might have said. A pile of weathered bones, constantly producing stench. And some kind of message that's all inked over. There seem to be some words written on the wall, but they're covered with stains and difficult to read. If I can erase these stains, then I can read what's written there and pass healthcare. Okay. Nothing on this wall, right? Okay. Can't interact. You really can't tell what you can and can't interact with a lot of the time. Okay, can't interact with this. We got a dirty rag. And something we can't pick up, so presumably that's not an issue here. Dirty dishes, dirty dishes. Lots of flies. Wait, hang on. If I get inside them. I am the Lord of the Flies. Sorry. Bad literary reference. Okay, and I got myself a crowbar. Can I interact with the painting this time? What's it say? Or not say, as the case may be. Okay. Nifty. So, crowbar on painting. Now, does that mean... Yep, that's got to be the only place. Every time you use something from your inventory you don't need anymore, it disappears. Alright, so now we got a 5-digit code of some kind, but we don't have any numbers except that 0312, and that wouldn't make sense because that's 5. Okay, then. We'll be back. Time will tell. Anything over here? Anything? Huh? Anything in the plant? Anything in the plant? Nope, the plant is just a plant. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Nothing about being cold. I'm just kind of looking around and going tap, 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 tap on X just to see if there's anything to interact with. That looks like a... That is a big-ass coin. It looks like a hockey puck. That's a metal disc with the letter E written on its front and the number 2 on its back. It must have some kind of meaning. What's interesting, of course, and I think I mentioned this before, is I wear glasses. Right? So PSVR is great for someone who wears glasses because the way it's designed means that you can wear glasses and still use PSVR no problem, unlike a lot of VR headsets, either PC or mobile. But the way that this lines up the image, basically that E is directly in front of my face between my eyes, but all that text I need to read above it requires me to look up, which means looking through the edge of my glasses, which is not a comfortable thing to do. So, just a thought on design. Alright, we got... Oh! This crack runs from the ceiling to the ground. Hell, this place could collapse at any moment. Please, put me out of my misery. I'm in some kind of crazy man's little place. Shit, Okay. Now that I've pissed myself. Not quite, but that was a little jarring. Thankfully, I guess it felt like it was kind of far off. So it wasn't quite as jarring as it could have been, and I've got the volume a little low because I remember this game being hella loud whenever the lady on the TV was talking. Alright, so another fire hydrant? No, but another one of these things. So we have an E and a V. Ev. And we have something we can rotate. So... That's not really... Oh, well, shitballs! Maybe I need a bucket? Or... Okay, there's a puddle. I may actually do something with a puddle. Like maybe there's something electric or something that needs water. Or something. Alright. Alright. Oh, wait. I know what it is. I know it. Took me a second. I got a rag, but it's a dry rag. They specifically call it dry. Run it through the water... And now it's a wet rag, and I can get that crap off the wall. And yes, this is as fast as I can walk. What's that, Sonny? You're stuck inside a haunted hotel with a serial killer? In my day, we just stayed at home with the serial killer and we liked it. There we go. Follow his words. 3-2... It's either 3-2... /75 or 3217. Ah, it's got to be 1 because we need 5 digits. Haha. 32175. Ah, no. Gotta get closer. Closer. Oh, it is close. You would think that you could just like point to it and click the button, but you can't. Like if I do that, like if I point to it and hit X right now, it chooses the one that's in yellow, not the one that my thing's pointing to. So let's do, what was it? 32175. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 7, 5. Is there an enter? Enter! Woo! And we have kind of a Renaissance-y looking painting. Technical term there. We have E blank, I blank, H blank, L. Well, okay. So that's going to be evil, right? Because I can't think of very many words that have E blank, I blank. We got a V, so let's stick that V up in now. We got an E, so that fits in right there. That makes sense. Hell, right? Evil and hell. Sweet, because it wouldn't have made sense here, because we need an L, and that would fill in that. All right, and we've got something down here. It is a magnetic card with 101 to 104 written on it. I wonder who left it here. Well, somebody who was in the hotel, because presumably that will get us... Wait. That just must be like a key card for this section, because isn't... Oh, I don't want to walk all the way down here. I'm almost positive it said that we came out of 102, didn't it? 102. Okay. So I came out of 102, but now I've got a key card that says 101 to 104 on it. And I need an L little Connect 4 looking piece. Also known as a checker. We got what looks like a dead body, but kind of looks like a mannequin. Is it a dead body? Or oh, shit! Okay. Not sure if that was a dead body or a mannequin, but someone or something just grabbed it and pulled it away. And grumbled. And we have an open door over here. Okay. So I'm assuming... Last Harbor. Alright. I just try the key cards. Okay, key card. Does nothing. So it must be... this one. With the TV over it. Oh good, are we about to get some bad voice acting again?
Someone once said...
Yes, apparently.
Affection is a gift from the ancestors of mankind.
I want to play a game.
But ruthlessness is a gift that mankind gave to itself.
Who are you?
Oh, please pardon my rudeness. I am the host here, and all of this is under my control. You may call me the guide.
AKA Jigsaw.
Guide the puny, the weak, and the wretched like yourself.
There's no need to be mean.
Are you prepared to receive my gifts?
I'm prepared to get
What
the
are you talking
hell on
about?
out of here.
You're crazy. What have you done to me? Where is Shirley?
Surely you're crazy.
Now, no need to get defiant, Matthew. I have some great
Man in TV.
entertainment in store.
I guess it makes sense. They're updating the captions.
Promise you.
Because back in the first part, whenever Matthew spoke
the hell are
before you
you?
actually saw his name, it had
Why do
question
you know my
marks.
name? Where is Shirley?
Why do you know my name? Surely it wasn't from the letter with my name on it that was sitting in the hallway that I learned my name from.
She really is quite charming, isn't she?
Hey, asshole. What did you do to her?
Language!
Ah!
Says
Damn it.
Captain
Here
Rogers.
it comes again. My head. He must have done something to me. I can't remember anything before waking up in that room.
Because that's
This
when the
constant
game started.
headache. Damn it, Shirley is probably trapped in this house. And that lunatic might be torturing her, too. I have to find her before that lunatic kills me.
Well, okay then. So, I just used... Okay, do I need to use the card again? I thought I used the... That was kind of... I don't get that sound. And then... I get the... But not the... It sounds like TV static. Alright, so we got a new area with nothing. Some old pictures hanging... Oh, sorry. Some old pictures hanging on the wall. All their paintings of flowers. And that door just closed. That was... I guess that was him closing it. I'm assuming I can't... Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Okay. Some old pictures hanging on the wall. All their paintings of flowers. Says the same thing. We have a briefcase. We have a briefcase. Which right now is not... Whoa! Okay. Alright, so we have a briefcase with 3-digit on the left and it's like 3 digits. That's weird. 3 digits on the left, 3 digits on the right. And you have to interact with it, not by interacting with the briefcase, but by interacting with each side separately. So I either need 2 3-digit codes or a 6-digit code. I'm assuming it's supposed to be somebody fighting on the other side. It sounds more like somebody shaking a TV while it does static, but whatever. Room 101 is sealed with wooden boards. There was some violent thumping from the other side of the door, but it stopped abruptly. It's okay. It was just Ivanka. Alright. Okay. The empty bottles of alcohol on the floor. Of course, I'm pointing to the chair, not the floor, but whatever. I wonder if someone was sitting here not long ago. And we have bottles I can't do anything with. Toilet paper I can't do anything with. We have tape! There's not much tape left, but it can still be used for something. So that seems like an awful lot of... I mean, unless I'm wrapping up a mummy, it's quite a bit. The flowers of evil are flourishing forever, and we have Flow 4. Okay. Flow 4. Uh-oh! Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, so... Sweet! We got something. A heavy old-fashioned radio. This type is very rare now. I should find a place to put it. I can't carry it for too long. Okay. Old pictures about flowers again. Radiator's been broken, so it's very cold again. Nothing I can turn. Same thing about the flowers. Nothing to grab from the floor. The windows have been barricaded with wooden boards. It's impossible to open them by hand. Again, sad. Ah, there we go. That must be where the... That's gotta be where the radio goes. It's a radio-shaped spot. Okay. There's no response no matter which button I push. There are a few plugs in the back of the radio. It might work if I connect it to a power. So, okay, so I need power, and we got power lines, looks like, coming down. But it's not attached. A bare wire extends from the wall to the table. And... okay, and that's where it's supposed to go, I guess, so I can't scoot it back. I'm going to need to somehow bridge that gap. Alright, box, you're the last hope I got. A one-way cable connector. Well, okay then. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I connected to it. Oh, duh. You have duct tape, dumbass. There we go. Now let's try it. Okay, still nothing, but I guess... Can I... Looks like I can rotate some, which is hard to tell what I'm rotating. Alright, well that's just going to be random. Unless I find a code or a... because it's got letters and numbers. Alright. And I may be done. Okay, so I haven't used the briefcase, but I need a code. I think I've used everything out there. And everything else is gated up. Nothing in the trash can. Nope, doesn't look like it. There's a lot of flies again. The flowers of evil are flourishing forever. Okay, well, forever could be. Okay. So, yes. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not actually gonna say what I think it is, just in case I'm completely wrong. But it's a radio, right? So, come on, how do I... Damn it, I know I need to change the channel, but I can't figure out how to do it. There we go, okay. H. Come on. Okay, F. Now, how do I switch to the bottom? No. I want to switch to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's... Whoa! Okay.
0, 3, 4, 5.
52034. So I was right. 520345. I'll explain that in a second. I don't want to forget. 520345. Walk faster, I'm going to forget. 520345. 2 sets of 3 numbers. Come on. 5. 2. Yes, this is slow. 0. Sweet. Okay, that's 1. Other side. It's 3, 4, 5, I believe. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Alright, so we've got... Whoa! Medical tape that apparently... Or, no, it's not medical tape. That's like a tape roll for a adding machine. Another card with office bar written on it. Alright. And a picture of a finger that I can't pick up that looks kind of like that. Where's that? I guess it was in the other hallway. There was that painting of a finger, like, touching water. Alright, so I got a new card. I guess I could try to open the door. I didn't even think to try to open the door because it seems too obvious. Okay. And yeah, so what I figured out on here... So I just sort of blurred my eyes a little bit and focused just on the pinkish purple, right? And it's a radio station, right? So it's like W something, F something, that kind of thing, right? So I noticed there's an F at the front and 4. So we have FLOFOR, flow 4. But if we treat 4 like the number, then we got FLO4, except LO looks like 10. So I changed the top of it to F and the bottom to 104 because they're all 10 somethings. And that's what did it. So like it helped to kind of know that I was looking for a 10 something somewhere. And that there was that letter in front of it that would be like up to like H or whatever it was on there. Okay, right. So yeah, so that's your radio station right there. Radio just told me what to do. I opened that up. I got a card. I think I've used everything I've seen in here, so time to use another card. Which has to be this one. Make sure nothing's coming out there, nothing updated. I have my little coin for the little box thing, and I swear to God, I totally just reached up my arm and pointed at that thing. Yeah, you can't see that. Freaking immersion. Alright. More pictures of flowers. A door with a no admittance sign. Its glass is covered with a thick layer of dust. There are cabinets inside that are just barely visible. Hello? Hello? Okay. We have, let's see, up a door. Locked. Closure notice. This, oh, it's that same one with the 0312. So 0312's got to be something. Haven't used it yet. It's too far from my hands to reach. I might be able to find something to help me out. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Last harbor. See anything down there? I'm assuming. Well, there's no 0 on it, so it can't be 0312. Okay. That must open with the key code. Anything to interact with? No. No. Okay. Up. Whoop. Did not notice this before. I have an umbrella. Which probably... Yeah, let's see. An umbrella. Umbrella. There we go. Oh, not only did I get that thing, I got a key, apparently. And I can't even interact with that thing, the thing I was trying to get. I figured that was like a list that I was going to decipher a code from. Apparently not. But we got a key. And that uses a code. This uses a key. So come on, baby, be the right key. Oh, yeah. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Bounce back kind of got me for a second. Nobody back here, just a plant. A bouncy plant. The surface design is very strange. As if a ghost with only one leg has been sitting down. What? What? As if a ghost with one leg has been... I'm sorry, I'm tripping balls. What the hell? Alright. Nope. And nope. And okay, we've got weird tic-tac-toe looking thing with circles on it. Awesome. Surprising there's so many bottles of wine here. It's not exactly a traditional sentence. I can imagine how many drunkards must have gathered here for bench fests at Mar-a-Lago. Okay. Another way. We do have circles. A map of Harbor Town with some unknown circles drawn on it. Okay. We got a keypad looking thing and a bunch of doors. A familiar painting. A torn piece of paper posted on the wall. It's difficult to recognize what's on it. There should be other parts. It's like a map, though. 104. Looks like the room number. There's that same freaking photo again. Whoa, shit. Did not expect that to actually open. Felt like it was swinging into my balls. The windows are also sealed with boards, so it would be impossible to get through. I shouldn't waste any time here. Well, then why are you letting me? You should have just not let me click on it like every other damn thing that's not useful. Nope. A whole bunch of drawers, but none of them are opening. List of supplies of this hotel hangs on the wall. It's almost all the supplies of Let me try that again. The list of supplies of this hotel hangs on the wall, and almost all the supplies are alcohol in a surprisingly large amount. Although the sales are not good, the amount of alcohol purchased never decreased. So someone's drinking a lot, and it's probably a Trump hotel. Some more magazines with paper that is already becoming yellow. A lot of books and waste paper are piled up randomly on the desk. Maybe I can find something here. Yeah, except I can't. When I interact with it, all I can do is point to it. I don't have any... I got the weird circly thing. Alright, I was just on the other side of that. Empty bottles everywhere. The owner of this place must be a drunkard. No kidding. And we have keycard holder without any keys. You can tell that this hotel has a number of rooms from room 101 to 204. That's not helpful. Ooh! An electric switch, but it apparently requires Wolverine to open with all three of his claws. Alright, so... okay. Let's see. So I have two circles. It's the only thing that's got circles on it in this entire room. Aha! 1, 2, split. Okay, is this 4x4? Yes, it is. Okay, awesome. 1, 2, blank, 1. 1, 2, blank, 1. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, nothing? Because that looks, I mean, it's a square. So nothing, 1, 2, 3, nothing. Let's say so. Oh, no. This is weird to control. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! 666666! It's the double number of the devil! Oh, no! It's 666 all the way! It's 666 in a cube! And I bet you if I got... You know what? I'm actually going to try it. So, I can't see down there like this, right? I'm sitting. I wonder if I literally get off my chair and lean... Whoa. Okay. If it wasn't for the fact that it puts me under the eye line of where the PlayStation camera is, I could actually get on the floor and look at that at about floor level. That is cool. That is some good immersion there. Not sure about the rest of the game necessarily. Although I do like the puzzles. I just wish the voice acting didn't suck. Okay. My one thing that I found with Wolverine claws. Open. It opened something. Okay, it turned the fan on. That is not what I expected. I expected one of those to open since it said open. Or the door! Alright, but there's papers on the floor. Papers on the floor. Papers on the desk. There we go! A piece of torn paper. And the only torn paper we got is up here. And, aha! Alright, so we got the rooms, but more importantly, we got a 3 and a 5. So if I find this other piece, presumably, that's going to give me, hopefully, this whole section, if not at least the bottom. And that'll get me whatever goes with the 3 and the 5. Sweet. Alright, well, those are lockers. Alright, so 0, 3, 1, 2. And how are these... Oh, it's one... Oh, it's almost like a Sudoku kind of thing. It's a total of the ones that are marked going vertically and horizontally, right? So like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 3. Oh, okay. This might be a little tricky. Let me go ahead and turn them all off. Okay, so 0, 3, 1, 2. So this row and this column can't have anything. This one's got to have 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nope, 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 nope. This has to be those 3, but this one doesn't. It could be any 2 of those. Nope, nope, nope. I take it back. Ah, I'm getting myself screwed up. Okay, it can't be that top one. So it's got to start here. So the zeros stay the same. Okay. And if this is 3, it's got to be those 3. And this has got to be those 3. And this is 1 and 1 already. So then I need 2, and it's got to be that one or it'll screw up the 1. Booyah! And we have an L. Aight. Know where this thing goes. Time to walk slowly, oh so ever slowly, back to the weird picture of evil and hell. Where I got my key card. I'm gonna deport those flies. Booyah! And looks like the keypad. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 0, 2. 1, 2, 3. I just remember 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 0, 2. And I guess since it's reversed, that'd be like the numbers on that side and the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2. With the 3 in the corner. Okay. No problem. No problem, Jack. I'm on my way back. Slowly. Notice I haven't been able to go in there, but there's no, like... You would expect there to be a keypad over there, but there's not. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 0, 2. I'm on the way. I've almost made it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do it again. Alright, so let's turn all these off. Alright, so I need 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this has to be the 3. No. 3, 4. Okay, so this has to be a 3. Nah, let's try this again. Okay, so there's a 4. So we know that's got to be that. This has to be 0, so none of those can be filled in. So if this is 3, it's got to be those. And that's got to be 3, so it's got to be those. And I can do one more of these, but that's only 1, so that's already filled in. So 3. Oh, yeah! Didn't think it was done yet, but okay. And another piece of paper. Papers, please. Hoorah. What do we got? 4375, looks like. And it is to the bar. I mean, the only thing I haven't done is that door outside. Please tell me that's right. 4375. I was going to screw that all up. 4375. Presuming it's left to right. It may be up to down. That's alright, though. Let's try. Come on, baby. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Oh, reset. I keep trying to do it by aiming with my eyes. Like every other freaking VR game. Okay. I want... So if I move my head away, it won't point. Alright, so 4, 3, 7, 5. Hoorah! Yeah, baby! Oh, I was gonna look around the corner, but as soon as I walked, it faded me to black. Yeah! I would assume that is the end of scenario 2 then, because it's doing the loading screen. And I did escape the room, or set of rooms. The one escape room I've ever been to in real life with some colleagues of mine was one that had a multi-room thing. You had like one room you were in that unlocked the entrance to another room through a closet, which was pretty cool. Sweet. Okay. So, I don't know what that is yet, or that one. Unless those may be the levels that are blocked on VR. Like, maybe this game only has the 3. I don't know. I just know that the regular game, where the puzzles are a little bit different, there are more levels and more story elements that build along the way, to tell you what the heck is going on. But anyway, so I've unlocked Corrupted Land. I'm going to make sure before I actually turn the game off to save, but if I were to go to save now, and you can see it on the menu, if I were to go... Oh, there's a help. Help is only what your controls are. Awesome. If I were to go to that menu to save, it's going to jump me to the PlayStation 4 regular save screen, and that would throw you guys out to a blank, like, waiting screen kind of thing. And I don't want to do that to you. So, I will make sure to save it before I actually shut it off, but I will cut the stream here. Perhaps at some point in the near future, if I am feeling adventurous, I will jump into Section 3, but I don't want to stay on here too long for one single stream. There are other things to check, of course, at this point. So, we've seen Awakening Time, we've seen Get Locked Up. Hopefully you enjoyed those looks through. Not uber difficult, but certainly... there's no guidance, there's no hints or anything like that, so it does take a little bit of sort of looking around and just exhausting your options to figure out what must be the next thing. Kind of like when I was doing Awakening Time and I had to play that stupid piano. It's like the only option that I had left. So, that is cool. Thank you all for watching. I'll do another stream of this at some point with Section 3, The Corrupted Land. I'll go ahead and dump these two into a playlist by themselves along with the regular PSVR playlist on the channel in case you want to check those out later. I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll be back with more PlayStation VR live streams in the near future, and coming up on April 4th, or shortly after April 4th, once they're all in my hands, a comprehensive look at all the different Rogue One physical releases from the US on an episode of From the Star Wars Home Video Library. But that is still a ways to come yet. Thanks for watching, everybody.